Hey, it's Narreau here with Realty One Group Empire, and this is your May 2021 market update. Let's go. All right, so let's jump on into it. With this first slide we have right here, the green bars are representing the number of homes sold, and the blue line is representing the number of new listings that have been brought to the market. So as you'll see here, since February, we've been actually bringing more homes or more new listings to the market than the number of homes sold. So is that a good thing? Yes. Is it really making a difference on our inventory problem that we're in right now? Not really. So for last month, you'll see that we sold a total of 350 homes last month, and we brought a total of 376 new listings to the market. So only a difference of 26 homes, the number of homes sold versus the number of new homes that were brought to the market. So we're still cutting it close, but we are bringing more homes to the market than the number of homes that have sold. So we got a glimmer of hope with our inventory problem, but we're cutting it close. So we got to bring a lot more homes to the market to get to more of a balanced market. So let's move on to the next slide. And the next slide, this slide is showing you the average days on market. And as you'll see here, we're sitting at about 24 days for the average days on market. Now keep in mind, this has homes that are extremely overpriced and not worth their value in today's market. So obviously homes that are overpriced, even in today's market, are gonna sit on the market longer. So with that even in mind, we are still at 24 days. Now, if you've had your finger on the pulse of the real estate market, if the home's priced correctly, that thing is going into escrow in 1 to 2 days. So if you're in the home buying process now, the sooner you can see the home, in my opinion, the better, because homes are going into escrow in such a fast time. And the other thing you want to look at on this slide is the green line above. So the green line above represents the sold price versus the original listing price. And as you'll see here, the sold price is 102% versus the original listing price. So that means homes are going over what they're asking for. So for example, if a home is on the market, if it's put on the market for $350,000, expect that home to sell for at least $355,000. How high can it go? Honestly, in this market, there's really no telling what a home is gonna sell for. A home could go for the selling price. I've seen that. I've seen it go for $1,000 above, and then in some cases, I've seen it go $20,000 and $30,000 above the asking price. So this market, it's totally a seller's market. And what is a home gonna sell for? I mean, your guess is as good as mine. Even with, comparing it to comparable homes that have sold, the market is just going so crazy right now. It's hard to say what a home is actually going to sell for. So if you are a buyer in today's market, you need to offer your highest and best right out of the gate. There's no time to negotiate on price, because another buyer is going to come in and just offer more, or they're going to present their highest and best offer right off the bat, and now you've missed out on that home. So if you are a buyer in today's market, go in with your highest and best offer, and from there, it's really up to the seller on what offer they're going to choose, because homes are receiving at least 4 to 5 offers. So in the best case scenario, you're probably going to compete against 4 other buyers. In the worst case scenario, depending on the home, you could be up against 20, 30. It's wild right now. So keep that in mind. If you're a buyer, you have to go in with your highest and best offer right off the bat. So since we are in a seller's market, this next slide is showing you what the average sold price is for the Victor Valley area. And as you can see here, we're sitting at $355,000. Now, this time last year, the average sold price was $281,000. So we've seen an increase of almost $70,000 in the average sold price. So if you are a buyer in today's market, you have to be extremely prepared. So you have to be well qualified, and you're gonna have to have funds off to the side so you can offer either above the appraised value or above the asking price. You're also gonna need money for your closing costs as well, because in today's market, having a seller pay your closing cost is like finding a needle in a haystack. It could happen. I would not prepare for it though. So you're gonna have money for the down payment, money to offer above asking, and also funds for your closing costs as well. So you really have to be prepared in today's market. And as you can see, the green line here as well, that represents the average for sale price. And as you can see, last month, we got all the way up to 423,000, which for the Victor Valley market that's towards the higher end of the market in a typical market. In today's market, since we have such low inventory and high buyer demand, that's kind of the norm right now. But you'll see that we did come down to $404,000. So, like I said, if you're a buyer in today's market, you have to be prepared to offer your highest and best right off the bat. And tying in with the first slide, this is the months of inventory. So even though we are bringing more new listings to the market than the number of homes sold, I mean, if you look at this slide, we're at 0.7 of 1 month's worth of inventory. So basically what this slide means is if we don't bring any more new listings to the market, we're gonna run out of homes to sell in about 24, 25 days. So that'd be, the second week of June as of right now. So our inventory, that is the biggest problem, and that is the main thing that is driving home prices in this market. So we have low inventory and interest rates are still low. So if you are a seller thinking about selling, I mean, now is probably the best time ever that you could possibly sell your home. Homes are going over asking price, and there is such demand out there that, I mean, basically you could almost name your price and you'll probably receive that in an offer. So with that being said, if you are thinking about selling your home, please reach out to me. Even though we are in a seller's market, you do want a professional representing you in the transaction of selling your home. And also, if you're thinking about buying in today's market, you're definitely gonna wanna have a professional on your side. So please, here's my contact info. Reach out to me. I would love to help you out with that. And moving forward, how long is this market going to continue like this? Well, unless we see an increase in inventory or an increase in interest rates, plan on this market staying like this for, in my opinion, the Fed said that they don't plan on raising interest rates until at least 2023. So if they don't raise interest rates and we don't see a significant increase in the inventory, I think we could see this market until at least 2023, until interest rates do rise. And if we don't see a increase in the inventory, I mean, how high can interest rates really rise? Obviously, we're speculating, but if interest rates rise, that would obviously have an effect on buying power, which means home prices would have to come down. But if we don't see an increase in inventory, then, I mean, plan on this market being like this until at least 2023, based on what we know right now. So if you do plan on waiting to purchase a home, like I've said before, get your credit score as high as possible and save as much money as possible, because right now, I think we're gonna see this market until at least 2023. But who am I? I'm just a realtor. I don't know what's gonna happen with everything. That's just my opinion on it. You can ask anybody. Everybody's got a different opinion on it. But looking at the numbers, looking at the inventory, and those are the main two things. It's the interest rate and the inventory. If we see a massive increase in inventory, we should see prices come down. If we see an increase in interest rates, we should see prices come down. And if we don't have an increase in interest rates or inventory, then we're gonna be in this market until at least 2023, because that's when the Fed plans on increasing interest rates. So that's my opinion. That's what I would plan for if you're either a buyer or a seller in today's market and moving forward. Now, let's see what happens. So I'm in this boat with you guys. So with that being said, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. And as always, my name's Adam Narreau, and I'll see you in the next one.